Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha, Srimad Varavara Munaye Namaha, Srimad Lokarya Mahagurave Namaha. Pasuram 16. Nayaganai Ninna Nandagopanudaya Koyil Kappane. After waking up all the Gopikas in Gokulam, Āṇḍāḻ now approaches the palace of Nandagopa and seeks the permission of the guards or the gatekeepers. This pasuram is significant because it represents the Acharyas, who are the gatekeepers of the knowledge about Sriman Narayana. The Shastras say that when we go to a temple, we should seek permission from the gods first, the protectors of the place where the temple is situated, and only after that we should enter the deity's temple. Now the Gopikas, despite not knowing the deep Shastras, were naturally acting in accordance with the Shastras. Those who learn the Shastras have to spend a lot of time learning them and then have to put them into practice. Now, what if these learned people that spent years and years learning things, they just tell the others who are with them what to do and what not to do? The others can just learn it very easily without having to spend the effort like these learned Panditas did. To explain this concept, an analogy given by Nanjiyar to Nampillai is given as an Ithihyam for this pasuram. Consider the signs of converting iron to gold, especially in today's world where the gold prices are so high. Who would not want these signs, isn't it? And let's say someone spent a lot of effort gathering the roots, the herbs, and other things needed to convert iron to gold. Spent a lot of time experimenting it, and then finally creates a potion that will convert iron to gold. He's gone through so much of effort, right? But let's just say another person is there who already has this potion. He did not create it. He did not have to spend the time experimenting or collecting the ingredients or nothing. He just had it because either somebody gave it to him or it was passed on somehow. He did not do any of that hard work and effort as his first person. This person would use that potion to convert iron to gold so easily, isn't it? Similarly, one who learns Shastras spends a lot of time learning and practicing them. For them, it's very hard. But for these Gopikas, the essence of the Shastras is Emperuman himself. So for one who has Emperuman truly with him, everything he does becomes Shastra. Or pay attention to this. That is, for somebody who studied the Shastras, they have to go and live, they have to practice what the Shastras says. But Emperuman himself is Shastra. And so for somebody who has Emperuman, whatever they do or whatever they say, that itself will become a Shastra. That is what happens here. The next Ithihyam explains why Āṇḍāḻ and her friends seek the gatekeeper's permission and how Ālavandar followed a similar approach in his Stotra Ratna. The question being raised here is, when Āṇḍāḻ really wants to seek Krishna to collect the things necessary for her to observe the noble, calling Krishna as the Nayagan or the head or the leader or the chief would be the most appropriate. For them, the Nayagan, the chief, would not be Nandagopa or the gatekeeper. But Āṇḍāḻ in this pasuram says, Nayaganai ninna Nandagopanudaya koyil kappane. Nayaganai ninna Nandagopan or Nayaganai ninna Nandagopanudaya koyil kappan. So either the god or Nandagopa is what or who is referred as the Nayagan, the chief here. Now the question is, why would Āṇḍāḻ refer to them? Because they are after Krishna. They are not after Nandagopa or the gods. The reason is that rather than Emperuman himself, those that give Emperuman to us, they are superior. That is why Ālavandar in his Stotra Ratnam first starts glorifying Sriman Natha Munigal, even though his intent was to glorify Emperuman in this pasuram. Let's say someone gives us an invaluable gem. Once we learn about the value of the gem, over a period of time, we'll start respecting and valuing that person that gave us the gem more than the gem itself. Because let's just say somebody gave you a diamond necklace. You'll take the diamond necklace and then you'll wear it, and then you'll be like so happy, you'll see it and all that, and then you'll put it in the bank locker. Over a period of time, the diamond necklace is not so special to you. But let's just say somebody external gave you that as a gift, right? Every time you see him, you would be so nice, so kind, so respectful to him, isn't it? That's exactly what's happening here. Over a period of time, we'll start respecting and valuing that person over than the object itself. Similarly, to attain Emperuman, even though one learns the Shastras and the Karma, Jnana, Bhakti, Margams, the learned will understand that none of these are the means to attain Emperuman, and it is rather the surrender and accepting Emperuman himself as the means through the guidance of another Acharya or devotee. Keeping this in mind, Alamandar in Stotra Ratnam in the beginning glorifies Sriman Natha Munikal in the shloka Nathaya Natha Munaye Atra Paratra Chapi. After that, in the middle, he declares Emperuman and he surrenders to Emperuman. He says Tvat Pada Moolam Sharanam Prapadye. This means he surrenders to the holy feet of Emperuman. Tvat Pada Moolam Sharanam Prapadye. I surrender to your holy feet, O Emperuman. But towards the end, he finishes with Pitamaham Natha Munim Vilokya, glorifying Sriman Natha Munigal again. Similarly, the Gopikas here approach the gatekeeper to get to Krishna, because the gatekeeper is the one who's going to open the doors to Krishna's palace here. Let us meditate upon our Acharyas who show us the path to Krishna. There is one more Ithihyam in this Pasuram, and that is the advice given by Nanjiya to Parashara Bhattar. Just like how Āṇḍāḻ approaches the gatekeeper to get to Krishna, we should surrender to Krishna through our Acharyas. If we approach him independently, then Emperuman has the right to neglect us due to the papams that we've committed. However, when we approach him through our Acharya, Emperuman will accept us due to our association with the Acharyas and will pardon our crimes. Parasara Bhattar tells Nanjiya to think that Emperuman is the refuge. He says, Emperumane Tanjam Yendru Irum. So be in such a state where you know that Emperuman is the refuge. And then he adds, Parashara Bhattar tells Nanjiya, think of me as the refuge, the one who told you that Emperuman is the refuge. That is, to think of the Acharya as the refuge. Let's pray that we get to the state where we seek our Acharyas as our only refuge. Alvar Emperumanar Jiyar Thiruvadigalai Sharanam.